as the Nations Cup World Champion of 2024. This is Big E Can to find a way by, but it's so hard to overtake her. It's going to be a slipstream battle between these three drivers, and basically, if Serrano can get by Drummond, he will be... So will Takuma Miyazono have the pace to catch the Dutch driver? He's there because of his great tool saving. Will Miyazono go for a move here into the chicane? He's looking at it. Oh, he does! In the chicane, does from the inside, slows them all up though, and Miyazono through, and now it's 4.5 seconds, and there's Gallo. Gallo there in the background too. Now he's got to get by as soon as possible. He cannot waste time with Serrano or Drummond if he wants to challenge this win, but look already, he's stuck there. That could be the deciding move from Takuma Miyazono.
Yeah. Difficult times then for Valerio Gallo. You can see there if there's a tie at the point, it'll be the driver with the higher result in this grand final race who will be crowned as the champion. Now Miyazono is up and into second. That's enough currently for him to be crowned as the world champion. But he'll be tied on points with Jose Serrano, so of course he needs to finish ahead of the Spaniard. Serrano currently in 4th place, and now here's Gallo trying to make his attempt at a pass over through flag clips on Serrano, but nothing doing for him at the moment. He's so much faster than the Spaniard because the Spaniard's on the hard Covenant tyre, but he doesn't have the opportunity to use that extra pace that he's got underneath him. He's going to be forced to the outside line here. Gallo's going to be later on the brakes. Is he going to sweep his way through on the inside, then goes to the outside line? Very close quarters here for Valerio Gallo. Around the outside, and Serrano's not giving this one up easy at all. Side by side, they still continue to run, and eventually he has to set up a second best. It's going to be game over for Gallo at this rate.
Serrano fighting for his life right now. It's so hard to keep a guy on the soft tyres behind you, but he's doing it well. And all this while, all whilst going on, Miyazono is pulling away. Kai de Bruin is still 4 seconds to the good of Takuma Miyazono. If he can just keep his pace up, he might be able to beat the Japanese driver to the line. But Gallo right now, this is the downside to the difference. Right, he goes for the lunge, can't quite make a move. You can feel the impatience from the Italian driver, and I have the feeling that this isn't going to end well. Contact there with Serrano as dusk begins to settle here at the Nürburgring. Lights on as we now fly through the forest, illuminated by the headlights of his Red Bull X 2019s. Gallo running out of time to make a move.
And this is the problem when you start lower back in the pack. It gives yourself so much more work to do. Gallo has really been compromised by his poor race 2, and now he is paying the price for it here in race 3. He picks up a warning for his troubles as well. One more of those, it'll be a penalty being issued by the stewards, and he's still stuck behind Jose Serrano. He can feel the hopes and dreams of a world title, a second Nations Cup championship slipping through his fingers at the moment. Meanwhile, Miyazono will be rubbing his fingers with glee in about half a lap's time if it finishes as it is.
I don't know if he can get there. Kai de Bruin's pace in this hard tyre is exceptional. He is being caught by Takuma Miyazono, but not quick enough. Not quick enough, I think, to have to fend off. Here comes Gallo once more, looking for another pace up towards the mud curve. He's side by side with Serrano. He can't make it happen. Serrano, a defensive masterclass from the Spanish driver. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. The sparks being kicked up in the dust by the Red Bull X 2019. Now looking into the carousel, into the corner before the carousel. Still can't find a way by. It's a disaster for Valerio Gallo.
Look at Gallo, he's all over him like a cheap suit here, trying to find his way through, going in towards the carousel, but there's just nothing he can do. You can't go 2 by 2 through that corner, not unless you fancy a taste of the barrier. And Drummond, meanwhile, a bit of a cork in the bottle here at the moment as well, just keeping his powder dry up the road in 3rd place. And this is so frustrating for Valerio Gallo. I'm sure it's going to be game over because we've got less than half a lap to go. And Miyazono, meanwhile, is closing up onto the back of De Bruin. He's brought the gap now down to 2.4 seconds. I don't know if the victory in the race overall is going to be in question, but he will finish crucially ahead of Jose Serrano on the road, which will be enough, even though it's a tie, for him to be crowned as the Nations Cup World Champion of 2024. This is absolutely superb.
So Serrano is doing his best to try and stay on the back of Kylian Drummond, because if Serrano can get by Kylian Drummond, he will be the champion for 2024. But of course, he's got Valerio Gallo behind him. It's looking one eye forward, one eye back, and Gallo is doing everything he can to find a way by. But it's so hard to overtake around here, around an Evergreen. But we're now coming on to the best pace to do that, on to the Dodger. It's going to be a slipstream battle between these three drivers, and basically, if Serrano can get by Drummond, he will be our champion for the year. Miyazono now has caught Kai de Bruin. He's right on the back of Kai de Bruin. If he can overtake de Bruin, he will be unquestionably the the 2024 champion. This is so important for the championship.
One more straight to go then to define the 2024 title with the Nations Cup. Miyazono pulls out of the slipstream and sides his way past Takuma Miyazono. But what's happening in the background? What about Drummond and Serrano in the battle for third place there as well? It's very close between them, but Miyazono, he's going to have enough in his pocket. This will give him a 4-point advantage as we come to the checkered flag if he's able to stay ahead of Kai de Bruyne. The Dutchman would love to take victory though.
De Bruyne's out of fuel, Tom. He's out of fuel.
Oh, disaster for Kai de Bruyne. What does that mean then for Drummond and Serrano close behind? De Bruyne so close to taking victory. It's going to be a big upset here indeed. He's parking his car. Serrano involved in strife. Drummond as well. Takuma Miyazono is the 2024 Nations Cup champion of the world here in Amsterdam. Absolutely superb. Drummond in second. Serrano will come over the line in third. The problems there for De Bruyne cost Serrano really dear in those final couple of corners. It means that Drummond will take second in the standings and Serrano will finish down in third overall now as well.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Takuma Miyazono.